Hi, this is me. I like food. But then again, who doesn't? Let's step back a few years. Yep, that's me. And I know what happened, right? You see, the difference between me here and me back then was, well, I didn't like food. It wasn't until I was 5 years old that I started to love food. My mom dragged me to Hong Kong to meet my relatives, and after being exposed to the culture, the traditions, and especially the food, it became a hobby and a love interest. This is my family, and they love Chinese food. Personally, I don't love it as much as they do, but it's still pretty damn good. Part of being Chinese, or any other culture for that matter, is that tradition is very important. Growing up, I pretty much ate Chinese food 7 days a week, with that one exception of eating at McDonald's once in a blue moon. But as of today, I tend to see our generation, including myself, straying away from these cultural values. I wanted to find out if anyone else still maintained their culture and family traditions. These guys right here are my friends. They too love food. But I'm curious, do they still follow their culture? Would you say that you still preserve your cultural values that your family follows?
Preserve my cultural values? I guess not really, because I don't spend much time with my family, so I don't really know how their cultural values are. But since I do eat Korean food nowadays, unlike before, somewhat, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, I still eat Chinese food. And I guess anything else I want, but I still retain liking for my own culture's dishes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I say that we still do. We still celebrate, our native holidays and stuff like that.
Do you think as of today's generation, are we slowly losing our cultural values?
Losing our cultural values? Well, rather than losing it, I think it's being combined with all the other kind of cultural values. So, I guess it's being modified in a sense.
I grew up learning about other cultures and liking other foods, so I think that we still each person still has their own cultural traditions.
Right.
But they're also testing out other things.
What do you think we should do to preserve culture and tradition within this food in general?
Food in general, I think we should just keep eating and eat other things. Just keep eating.
Interesting. But I wonder what wise words the elders would say.
We still preserve our Chinese cultural value, such as we like to Chinese New Year is a very important festival for us. It's the most important dinner of the year. All family get together and we enjoy the nice, delicious meal. While today's younger generation is gradually losing the cultural values, such as Chinese New Year and all other festivals.
Hey, let's ask today's generation. Would you say that you still follow your family's tradition?
No.
Why is that?
I don't do a lot of Chinese cultural things.
How come?
Oh, I don't remember. Sometimes I forget. And yeah, I'm not really into Chinese cultural.
Would you say that you follow your culture, tradition?
Yes.
How so?
Although I'm not so fluent with Chinese, I still respect the tradition and what they eat.
How about when you grow up and then you marry a nice wife, have children, and a dog and a pet goldfish, and the children ask you, "Hey Dad, what are we?" What would you tell them?
I'll say we're Chinese because I'm Chinese and yeah.
Well, it depends because well, it actually depends on the children if they want to follow the Chinese culture, but I'm still trying to pass it on.
Well, looks like not all hope is lost. I guess it's safe to say that not everyone still abide by these so-called customs, but surely enough, food does play a huge role in culture and tradition. We can choose what we want to eat, and not stick with the same thing while still being able to preserve our values. We preserve culture and tradition not because we are born into it, but because we have the choice to follow and develop our own culture. Food is a mechanism that allows cultures to maintain tradition while at the same time creating new tastes and appreciation for others. So in short,
It's very important that we need to educate our younger generation to preserve such a valuable Chinese cultural value. So
We should just keep eating and eat other things. Just keep eating.
just try not to eat too much.